Hey everybody, it is Sunday, February 16th, I guess, and this is a proper day for an ice festival. So I'm going to do a little bit of walking around here on the square, check out the ice carvings. I'm kind of on the southwest side of the square, and I think I was debating how to make this video, whether I just walk around and keep it all one video and just bore everybody to death, or if I make a million different little videos and splice them all together. I don't know. I guess if you want to watch this, it'll probably be mostly me just walking around the square. I'm going to do one loop on, let's see, we are here. So I'm going to walk like the outside there, and then I'll walk the inside, and then I'll do the inside of the square. So yeah, we got a little bit of rain yesterday, and it rained most of last night, and it turned to snow this morning about daybreak, and we're supposed to get about 3 to 5 inches of snow, and I'd say right now we probably have 1.5 inches, maybe 2. So yeah, it's perfect for an ice festival. And then like this entire week it's supposed to be like highs in the teens, lows in the single digits. So none of these sculptures are going to be going anywhere anytime soon. And one problem I noticed today is a lot of the sculptures that you can see, they're all covered in snow. So I'm going to do the best I can to try to figure out what some of them are and show them to everybody. But they're a little bit covered in snow today. So we're gonna start walking. I'm heading east on, this is West Washington Street right here. And I'm gonna flip the camera around, and then I'm gonna go north around the outside of the square. Then I'll do the inside of the square, and then the crisscrosses in the square, and we can check everything out. So hold on. Yeah, most of the sculptures are, not most, a decent amount of them are all related to the businesses that sponsored them. But that's, what's his name from the movie Frozen. But not all of them. I can't quite tell what that is. Maybe Cupid? Olive tap. It's about 30 degrees out today. And it's been snowing ever since about daybreak. Like a diamond. It's the state of Ohio. I don't know how they get the ones with the stuff. I'm sure there's videos on how they put the stuff inside some of these. SpongeBob. And I think they boast a couple hundred sculptures, and they range in different bits of complexity. See, like this one, you can tell it's like 2 blocks of ice that they sandwich together to make that one, like a ram or a sheep. Another diamond ring. You see a lot of the same ones, same themes, I guess I should say. Well, I'm gonna cross the street here, head over to that corner over there, and then walk outside there. So, ice bar. Yeah, this is kind of the northwest corner of the square here. I know they did it last year. I'm gonna have to walk back here and check this out. This is PJ Marley's, kind of known for their burgers, I guess. But I think they sculpted an entire bar out of ice, and I never got to see it last year. So let's walk back here and see if it's set up. Oh yeah, there it is. That's pretty neat. I think a lot of the festivities and people show up in the afternoon and in the evenings. Right now it's a little after 10 a.m. so trying to make this video before a bunch of crowds of people get here, because it usually gets really busy and there's so many people and every one of them's trying to take a picture in front of usually the coolest sculptures around, so you can't get a picture or a video of them without waiting in line. So I'm like, I'll get up here early. And it's like a Great Dane, or what do they call those dogs with the barrel around their necks? St. Bernard, that's what I was looking for. The Eye of Sauron. And it doesn't look like any more over here down this way, so and I don't know if there's any over on the courthouse side, but I'll go walk around that way, and then if not, I'll pick back up on the south end of the square there. All right, I am on the south side of the square. Not sure what that's supposed to be. Polar Express round trip. Oh, I know the Cuyahoga Valley Railroad does the Polar Express every year. That looks like a groundhog to me, which did see his shadow this year, which meant 6 more weeks of winter. At least Puxatawney Phil did. I think the Ohio one, his name's Buckeye Chuck, didn't see his shadow, so it was supposed to mean an early spring, which I think he's incorrect. I don't know what that one's supposed to be. There's a basket. In the bank, they have a pig. Oh, there's real pennies and change frozen into it. That's kind of cool. Piggy bank. Pretty neat. Well, seeming that I started right over there, I'm gonna go around the loop on the inside here, and then I'll crisscross through the center, and that'll be it. Maybe I'll come back up later when there's a bunch of people here, but I don't know. It's probably going to be weather-wise not getting any better. And not sure I feel like dealing with it. For a fallen soldier, I guess. Pretty cool. What's that? Oh, it's a dog with a newspaper in his mouth. That's pretty cool. Never did have a dog that was able to fetch a newspaper. Roots yoga. That's a flower. Yeah, it's supposed to get real windy this afternoon too. Not sure what this one's supposed to be. It's all snowed up. I don't know. I can't really tell. Maybe I think it might be maybe a paintbrush, Sherwin-Williams. Perhaps. I'm not positive on that one. All right. There's another one, you can't tell what it is, but that's Plastipack. And Plastipack is one of the customers on the Wheeling in Lake Erie. There's my favorite little bench in the whole square. Drug Mart. There's an owl. This one's pretty neat. I saw this one yesterday. It's Bigfoot, which he's kind of covered in snow, but you could get the picture there. And a big fish. That one's pretty neat. Hopefully this video isn't making everyone nauseous, motion sick. I don't know what these guys are. Oh, that's the pink panther. Probably Owens Corning. Oh, there's Mr. Snowplow again. Yeah, Owens Corning is another Wheeling and Lake Erie customer here in town. Looks like an angel. It's a Methodist church, I guess. This is where they have some of the food trucks and stuff set up through here. Kettle corn. I think they usually have a DJ and music and stuff as well. Yeah, I think those are speakers. I think maybe one of the local radio stations broadcasts from here for a few hours in the afternoon. Funnel cakes. Almonds, cashews, and pecans. Yeah, like I said, I'm doing this early. So, you know, there's a big crowd of people here. It's hard to see everything. You gotta elbow your way in to see some of the sculptures. So I figured I'd do it when there's nobody here. Probably not as neat of an atmosphere, but definitely be able to see the sculptures better. So now I am on the south side of the square, headed west. There's Dominic's Pizza. Yeah, those are always pretty cool how they put that. I'm sure if it's paper or wax or what it is that they put in there to make those. You got the plows running today. Tanning place. And it's like some kind of a parrot maybe. A minion. It's cool, the ones that you see a lot of the same or similar ones every year, but I always like the ones that are pretty unique. Like, I don't know if I've ever seen a pair of sunglasses before, or eyeglasses. That's kind of neat and different. Like the diamonds, the birds, the fish, you see a lot of those over the years. I think they said this is the 31st annual one of these they've had, and I've probably been coming up here for about the last 15 years or so. And I think I have the last four years where I made a little video like this. So if you're curious about those, you can go back and find them on my channel. Yeah, it's so hard to tell what those are. There's Osborne Materials, another customer on the Wheeling and Lake Erie. A cement truck. I think last year they actually had a cement truck made out of all ice. Yeah, can't tell what those are. I can't tell what that is. A dragon maybe, or no? It's a fish. It's a marlin or a swordfish jumping. And it looks like either a dragon or a horse head. Not sure about those. The star, obviously. There's that elf from yesterday that you can stick your face in and take a picture. Something like that, I guess. It'd probably be better if I could get my arm further away. Here is an eagle. Yeah, I think, like I said, a lot of the businesses sponsor these, so a lot of them try to incorporate, you know, something to do with the business, like Bueller's. That's kind of their logo there. Can't tell what that one is. No, that looks like a gargoyle, I think, or what do they call those? Like a lion with wings, I guess. Yeah, there's a snowflake. That one's neat. I don't know if I've ever seen one of those up here. A heart. There's the American flag in the United States. Come down this way. Looks like another eagle or hawk. Construction company. Not sure. I think like those ones out there, that's where they do like the speed carving, and then they have like a team one. Or I think they have like 2 or 3 people all making something. Oh, there's an excavator. That one's pretty neat. I've seen one of those before up here, but those are cool. Yeah, I feel bad. The one year it was like almost 60 degrees, like this weekend arose. And the dudes that were carving them, they were melting faster than they could keep them together. They were just melting everywhere. It was pretty bad. And a lot of times, if it's cold, they'll use the cold to like stick like that one that was made out of 2 different pieces. They'll like put a little thing of water down and then they'll stick them together. But that definitely wasn't an option that year. This one, logistics. That's pretty cool. Semi truck. And that thing's pretty big. There's another Acme. It's like Bueller's. Another local supermarket here. Can't tell what that is. There's a dump truck. That one's cool. Landscaping place. Ryan's Signature Landscaping. These guys are the guys that do the carvings right here. He's setting up. Another monsters. And we've seen those. And this is another area where they carve them. Myers. It's a new supermarket going in. This one's really cool. It's a carousel horse, and that thing's probably at least 5.5 feet tall. And then here's a slide, and the whole thing of the slide is all ice, which today I don't know if it makes much of a difference, but yeah, that would be fun if you were a kid to go down that on ice. There's a swan and a harp. There's a house. And looks like some kind of dentistry place. A couple of teeth. This one's really cool. That's one of my favorites so far. That dump truck. Yeah, you just can't tell what that is. And here we are back by the gazebo. There's a big giant throne. That is pretty neat. They always have 1 or 2 of those. People usually sit in it and get their picture taken. And there's a big flatbed tow truck. John's Towing. It's like another little throne over here. Oh man, my nose is running, so cold out. The wind's really supposed to pick up. There's another big, see, that is a giant chunk of ice. Now, this one's pretty neat. That thing's huge. The FedEx truck. I'm surprised Amazon doesn't have one. And It's a pizza place, but I can't tell what is in it. Blue Coats of Medina. That looks like a seahorse, maybe. Yeah, it's a lot easier to tell what these are when they're not all covered in snow. There's a Bill Jack dog food dog. That one's pretty cool. I don't know if I've seen one of those. That scorpion right there. I don't know how they did the legs on it. I can't quite walk over there unless I go all the way around. But yeah, that one's neat. Not sure I've seen one of those before up here. Walk back towards the gazebo. Yeah, hopefully this isn't boring everyone to death. One of those things, it's neater to see it in person, but if you can't see it in person, this might be the next best thing. Plus you don't have to get cold or worry about slipping and falling. That one's like a front end loader, kind of a skid steer carved into the ice. Just advertisement. Let's see. I wonder if those are real $100 bills in there. Something tells me they're not. But what is this for? Lawyer. Aha. They might be $100 bills. And there's a cardinal. That one's pretty cool. For the hospice. Western Reserve Hospice Cardinal. They always say, if you see a cardinal, it's a loved one coming to visit. I definitely love my birds. And they've been well fed. I missed this when I walked through earlier. I kind of cut through the thing. Oh, there's a guy. Thank you. Let's see which ones we got here. Another sailfish. Not sure what that one is. That looks like a duck. That looks like an epic failure. A swan. And I'm not sure about that one. It's hard to tell. Oh, here's a pelican. That's pretty cool. Brush the snow off of him. That's neat. I don't think I've seen a pelican up here before. Those guys were checking out the money in there too. Yeah, the $100 bill sandwiched in the ice gets people's attention, I guess. I'll be up here when the ice starts melting, combing through the rubble. That one's really cool. A big giant, I guess it's a lion. Yeah, that's neat. I like that one. That might be my favorite one so far. I think I got to go around this way and then up the one last side. And I know some of the Christmas tree. There's an Eiffel Tower. I know a lot of the side streets have a few of them, but you got to walk, a good little ways to see those. They're like out in front of the businesses on like West Liberty, and there's a castle. Now we've seen these out here, so I'm gonna walk around here and then I'll start back up headed towards the gazebo. All right, I think this is the last of the ones through the middle here. Can't tell what that one is. There's Old Spray Products. Another customer along the Wheeling and Lake Erie, along with Yoda. That's neat. Don't know what that one is out there. It looks like, oh, oop. My camera is soaking wet, so my zoom and stuff isn't working. I was going to zoom in on that, but I managed to flip the screen around. Yeah, I think this is the last of them here. I'll walk up by some of the businesses up on the northwest corner there real quick and see what they got up by, like Sully's Pub and some of those. They usually have some up along there. So I'm gonna walk up this way and cross over and see what's up there. Ooh, walking into the wind. Yeah, it looks like Sully's does have one. It might be the last one up here. Oh yeah, a leprechaun. Sully's Irish Pub. That's pretty neat. Well, I might, I'll walk down one last spot just south of the square to see the ones the businesses have down there. This is pretty cool. This is Ormondy's hobby shop, train shop. And they used to be right where the that toy shop is now, but they moved about 2 or 3 years ago. And I have a video, I think it's on one of these ice festival videos. Maybe I put it with it, or maybe I just made it separate. But before they moved it, and I didn't know they were going to reopen it over here, I thought it was just going to go out of business. There's an older fella that owns it and runs it. The rumor was he was going to retire, so I walked through the whole store. I asked if I could record everything, and he said sure. But yeah, he reopened over here. This used to be a little music shop. He used to sell instruments and stuff, but he's got a pretty decent, all I could see is the reflection here, but he's got a pretty decent little little hobby shop here if you're into model trains, which I used to be when I was younger. But then I got into the speeders, the motor carts, railroad motor carts. If you're not familiar with those, Google those. They're the maintenance away little, I don't know, like a little buggy thing that you ride. Like kind of like the ones that the people would pump back in the day. They're kind of like those, except these had motors in them. And the one we have, and I have videos on it. I don't have any videos of us on a run in it, but I did manage to make a couple videos of it. But they're down at my buddy's shop near Columbus, kind of central part of the state, and he's working on getting them rail worthy again. So they shouldn't need much. I know they've had the smaller one out a couple times, but I've had to work or whatever. It just didn't work out for me to be able to go with them. But I'm going to cross over the street down here and check out what those sculptures are down that way. And then I think that pretty much is going to conclude the tour here. This is kind of right where we started. Circles on the Square is a donut shop. If you're ever lucky enough to be down here, grab a donut from there. Excellent donuts. They have like 1 million different kinds, 1 million different flavors. You name it, they probably have it. They have, one of my favorite ones is they have a maple bacon donut. Outstanding. Little bacon bits on it with maple icing. All right, I'll get started. Oh, look at that one. Oh wait, that's made out of concrete. It is soft serve ice cream cone or bowl. That's the lemon berry. Another eagle. It looks like a shark. And looks like this is a cool place too. This is a little winery, little like wine bar. They have like wine and bourbon and stuff in there. It's a real cool little place to duck off the off the square. Another seahorse. And we're going to see what this one is before we cross over. I can't tell what that is. The raspberry and rose. Maybe it's a flower, maybe it's a raspberry. I can't tell. And we're going to cross over here. Castle Noel is right there. If you've never been there, they have like the largest collection of Christmas movie memorabilia that you've ever seen. Gosh, they have everything Christmas here. And he has a bunch of these like window displays from like Saks Fifth Avenues, like their old displays. And he's restored them all to like working condition. And he's probably got 20 or 30 of those. But he's got, you know, different costumes. I think he has the original Santa outfit from A Miracle on 34th Street, the one from like the 50s. He's got Cousin Eddie's RV, like the real deal RV from Christmas Vacation. You got all sorts of stuff in there. It's worth seeing at least once if you're in town. Alright. Looks like there's maybe only one sculpture over here, and I think we've seen just about all of them. So you have, it's a reindeer or a deer of some kind. All right, I think that's about it. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this little tour of Medina, Ohio. You've probably seen a lot of my videos of the Wheeling and Lake Erie here in town, but I do love this little town. It's like something out of a storybook or a Hallmark movie. It's a great little place here in Ohio. Whoever runs the square does a fantastic job. They always have something going on. In the summer they have little concerts and stuff up there, and all the businesses here in town are all real good little businesses. A lot of good restaurants and bars and food, and yeah, it's just a great little place. So one of these days I'm going to go in this fire truck museum. I think I've been in there one time. It's always one of those places I'm like, I should go check that out sometime, and never do. But I have kind of weird hours. But all right, well, I got like another 2 miles to get back to where I'm parked. I incorporated this little video into my walk today. I got probably about 5 miles in by now. I got like 2 left. If I could manage not to slip and fall. But anyways, hope everyone enjoyed this little tour of the 2025, the 31st annual Medina Ice Festival. I always enjoy it. I may come back up later on this evening and catch dinner up here somewhere. If I do, I'll make a different video for that. At night they have all the lights and stuff on. It's kind of neat to see it. But yeah, what a splendid day for an ice festival here in Northeast Ohio. I will talk to everyone later. Bye.